We may be young, but we stand on the shoulders of giants. We may be young, but we are organized and we are strategized, and we will show up in November to the polls, and we will let them know that we are not going anywhere.
Thank you so much to Rev. Al Sharpton and National Action Network for having us here today. When I think about the start of my own activism, it started at 15 as the Midwest Youth Director of National Action Network. These movements have always been intergenerational. John Lewis was 23 years old when he marched from Selma, Alabama to Montgomery, Alabama. These movements have also always included Black women, but we haven't always gotten our recognition. When we think about Claudette Colvin and Rosa Parks and Mahalia Jackson, Black women have continued to be on the front line, so these movements must continue to be intersectional.
And like Nialah said, as we stand here as the co-founders of Freedom March NYC, as we stand here today celebrating the history of what we mean when we talk about the civil rights movement, but because we know that progress is not easy, and it does not happen in one generation, but it takes all of us coming together. We could not be here without the protests and mobilization efforts of so many organizers, Black women organizers who have led in New York City. When they were saying that the KKK was coming to New York City, when they were pepper spraying and macing organizers on the ground and kidnapping us in unmarked police vans, we still came out and we still made sure that this movement was not silenced. And so we may be young, but we are a force. We may be young, but we stand on the shoulders of giants. We may be young, but we are organized and we are strategized, and we will show up in November to the polls, and we will let them know that we are not going anywhere. We will ensure that this revolution will be televised. We will ensure that this movement will continue in an intersectional way, in an intergenerational way, and we will not allow for this democracy that has promised us equality and justice to not make sure that they keep that promise. And if it doesn't happen today, we will make sure that in November we push for that promise, because we know that this country and this very stage that we are standing on, the Lincoln Memorial, was built off of the backs of our ancestors. And so with that being said, Freedom March NYC is a youth-led civil rights organization for our generation. Make sure you are following us on Instagram at Freedom March NYC. Make sure you are supporting Black women on the front lines, Black trans on the front lines. Pull up. This is Freedom Summer, Freedom Fall, and the next step is ensuring that we create change and we do it sustainably. Thank you.